This guy says, you know how you can get water in the doors of cars? You can get water in there. You pull the plugs on the bottom, all the water drains out. Sometimes water can get in the doors. It's got drain holes on the bottom of all doors for all manufacturers. Okay, so I did a video showing pulling the rubber plugs out of the bottom of the door, and all this water gushes out of the door, right? So this guy replies here, it says, it was just public service announcement. Let it be known that your doors can hold water, and if you pull the rubber plugs out on these particular Fords, they don't really have a reason to be there. They can help get the water out. So this guy's response to me is, sell that Ford, treat yourself to a Chevrolet or a GMC. And I almost fell out of the chair laughing, because how many hundreds of thousands of GMCs and Chevys just came off the assembly line with lifter failure? They were not even making it to 100 miles or 500 miles or 1,000 miles, and the engines were shit. The lifters were trash. They were back in the service bay. There were technicians that were lining the dealership service bays with nothing but Yukons and Escalades and GMC Sierras and all this all up and down the bays of their shop with nothing but lifter failure and push rod failure vehicles, right? Because brand new from the factory, defective. But this guy says go buy a Chevy or go buy a GMC. And what about GMC or Chevy's new 6.2 liters where the fucking rod bearings are coming apart and the rods are going straight through the block, leaving holes the size of pumpkins and stuff, right? So go treat myself to a Chevy or a GMC and end up as one of those vehicles all up and down the service bays in the dealerships, right? I think I'll take my Ford with some water in the doors over your lifter or rods through the block. Oh, I guess, hey, I think he forgot. In 2007, they put something in the GM engines that were called AFM. Oh, right. I want AFM in my fucking truck as well, right? That's the smartest idea. Let's put some lifters inside a V8. That's the tried and true V8. That's the staple. It's one of the staples for GM. And go ahead and put some lifters that are collapsing and turning and everything else. Yep, that's a bright idea. Go treat myself to a Chevy or GMC so I can deal with all the other locked up lifters and trashed camshafts and everything else like everybody else, right? You know what? To each their own. Everybody do what you got to do. But there ain't none of the big three that's innocent for anything, and you ain't treating yourself to a new damn truck at all unless you're getting a 2015 to 2017 Ford F-150 with an aluminum body and a six-speed transmission and the tried and true regular V8, because that motherfucker will keep running and running and running. It didn't have trans problems. It didn't have the body rusting out. It didn't have the engine going on you. There were no real notorious issues like GM or Dodge had during any of that time. The 2015 to 2017 Ford F-150 is the stoutest, most reliable, least problematic half-ton truck that you can buy. Hands down. And that's exactly what I own. That's why I bought it. And I own all three. I've got a Dodge, I've got a Chevy, and I've got a Ford truck. And my Ford truck, by far, is the most reliable truck that I've had. And it will continue to drive it until the fucking wheels fall off. I see them all the time, 200, 300,000 miles. From a 2011 up, but 2015 to 2017 are the best half-ton truck you can put your hands on, with a 5-liter and 6-speed transmission. And I'll pass on the Toyota Tundra bullshit. If I wanted a truck that made me feel feminine, I'd go out and buy a damn Toyota Tundra. I ain't trying to pull a damn golf cart down the road. I'm trying to pull 8,000 pounds, 9,000 pounds down the road. Tundra just ain't gonna do that. Y'all have a great day. Cry in the comment section.